Hi, everybody. This is for Gemini for August of 2020. And the first thing I did was I used the Mist of Avalon and I drew Sir Edwin. And Sir Edwin is all about transformation at the deepest level. You're transforming your life in order to be who you want to be, not who you were conditioned to be. Now, as far as the astrological, on the first we have Mercury in Cancer in the fourth house, opposing Pluto in Capricorn in the eighth house. And pretty much you're going to have to talk from the heart in order to relieve all the scars that have been left from others and from yourself. You're just going to have to speak from your heart. Now, on the second, we have got the Sun in Leo in the third house, squaring Uranus in Taurus in the 12th house. And here you're just going to have to communicate lovingly and creatively with others, okay? Because you are going through changes at the deepest level. And these are your changes, okay? And, others are rebelling because of the changes that you're going through and that you're making. So you just have to realize you got to be loving. Then on the third, we also have a full moon in Aquarius. And for you, that's the ninth house. And with this, you're going to be looking at why you have been detached from those with a higher mind, or in publishing, advertising. You've been detached from a situation. Could be education too. And you're going to have to look at why, you're different than they are, and why they're different than you are, and how you're communicating with each other. Because all this bad communication has got to stop. We've got to get our differences on the same page. And if you argue and they're arguing, you're always going to be different, and you're never going to find no common ground. So you are going to have to look at why you're so detached from the situation. Now, also on the third, we've got Mercury in Cancer in the second house, opposing Saturn in Capricorn in the eighth house. Now, here you have been so focused on building a firm foundation and to get your finances stabilized, to get your family in a more secure spot, that you have forgotten what real intimacy is about. And that has to do with the structures that you were raised with. Because in order to fix this, you're going to have to be true to yourself. But that also means that you're going to have to be intimate with others. And frankly, you don't like getting down that deep and being that intimate with people. But right now, it's being required of you. Then on the fourth, we have Mercury moving into Leo in the third house. And here you're going to be communicating in a fun-loving way, Gemini. You're going to be showing more love. You're going to get involved in creative projects. You might even be communicating more with those that you're dating. And you're going to feel great. On the 7th, we've got Venus going into Cancer in your second house. And pretty much you are going to be bending over backwards for those that you love, to give them a firm foundation, to help them get their dreams off the ground. Yes, you have your dreams, but you also want to give those you love a firm foundation and support them and what they're trying to accomplish. Now, on the 13th, we have got Mars in Aries in the 11th house, and that's squaring Pluto in Capricorn in the 8th house. And you have always tried to stay focused on your dreams and those things that you've aspired to, and even your friendships. But in the process of doing that, your most intimate relationships have paid the price for your desires. And now it's time to help them realize that your desires might not have been, you might have been focusing on them so you didn't have to deal with the real issues at hand. Now, on the 15th, we have Uranus retrograding in Taurus in the 12th house. And right now, Gemini, you have a lot of changes going on at the deepest level of you. And with Uranus going retrograde, you're now going to be able to start putting some of those changes into practice, because it'll calm down for a minute because it is going retrograde, and you're going to start putting those changes into practice. Now, the next thing is we have, on the 16th, Mercury in Leo in the 3rd house, trining Mars in Aries in the 11th house. And you're communicating with others in a fun-loving way. You're being playful. And this could be, with your children, your siblings, just those that, that you're close to, the groups that you belong to. And, and you're going to start moving forward in this direction to accomplish your dreams. Now, on the 19th, we have Mercury in Virgo in the 4th house. And pretty much you're thinking about your family and your foundation, and you're putting the work in there. You're definitely focused on the foundation of your family and the foundation that you want to build in your life. And you're going to do it, because you're putting into the work there, because you want everything to be healthy in your life. You're tired of living on a seesaw. Now, on the 22nd, we have the Sun in Virgo in your 4th house. And pretty much you're going to be invested with your family and the foundation that you want to build for them. You want a healthy relationship. You want a well-being that is more rounded for you. You want your health in a better place, and you're going to start working to make these things happen. And you're going to start putting the work in with your family so everything can be more healthy for you. Now, on the 24th, we've got Mars in Aries in the 11th house, squaring Saturn in Capricorn in the 8th house. Now, you've always put your focus into your desires, into your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations. And you've done that because you don't want to deal with the scars that were left on you at the deepest level. Well, by doing what you're doing, and you're pretty much leaving scars on the people that you consider to be your most intimate relationships, because you're not dealing with the scars that are on you. So you're leaving scars on them because, again, you don't know how to do intimate. And you want intimacy, you just don't know how to do it because the foundation that built you. So you've got to break those patterns of behavior, and nobody can do it but you, because you know you don't want to leave the same scars. Now, on the 27th, we have got Venus in Cancer in the second house, trining Neptune in Pisces in the 10th house. And while you are focusing on your foundation and, you know, the ethics and the morals that are around you, you need to use the power that you have to stop the lies, to stop the illusions that are happening, okay? You have got to be truthful here. You can't feed into the illusions anymore. You can't feed into the lies. And the reason all of this is happening is because you would not face it, okay? You have to face the truth in order to have truth in your life. When you continually, just keep believing in illusions because that's your safe place, or you just keep feeding into the lies because you don't want to deal with the reality of the situation, nothing is going to get fixed. You have got to face the facts of everything that's going on, and only then will you be able to start fixing the illusions. And again, this is a trine on this day, so you are going to be able to overcome this easier than most situations. But it's time to take off the rose-colored glasses and see reality for what it is. And then on the 29th, we have got Mercury in Virgo in the 4th house, trining Jupiter in Capricorn in the 8th house. And you, again, are focused on creating healthy relationships with your family and the foundation that you are building at the most deepest level. And you have come to realize, if you want intimacy, true intimacy in your life, you've got to give it, because nobody is going to give you intimacy and depth until you start giving others intimacy and depth. You no longer are the past of the illusions aren't going to be acceptable anymore, because you want things to be expanded in a healthy way. And you know that to have intimacy on the most deepest level, you've got to let go of the power struggles and the power dynamics that happen, because You want a firm foundation. And how can you build a firm foundation when there's power plays happening? You've got to build a firm foundation by having a happy medium, okay? That's how you're going to expand a life. You don't want to expand the scars, you want to expand the intimacy. So, Gemini, the thing I can say to you this month is transformation is big on your list. You want intimacy, but you are about to discover for true intimacy, you have got to give true intimacy. So, have a great month, Gemini, and I'll see you next month. I love you guys. Bye.